Hey guys, this is Odd1 Gaming. This is going to be another King Arthur Legends Rise video. In today's video, we're going to talk about another one of the favorite dungeons, as I'm continuing the trend of making a video for every single one of these once we get to stage 7, right? That's the main priority. That's what most people are aiming to get at, because stage 7 is where it starts, where you have a chance to start getting legendary statues. So for example, we see over here stage 7, you can see you have a chance to get one legendary statue, and then obviously the chances for the lower ones. So that's why I believe this to be like the main priority, one of the most important ones to try to get at. And today we're going to talk about the Bull's favorite dungeon, right? This is the one that's open today, and obviously it's going to be open tomorrow, as well as all of them are open on a Sunday. Now, the cool thing and the fun thing about this one is the fact that, first of all, I have no legendaries in the team, and second of all the characters that, or all the heroes that we pretty much use for the team are ones that you might have, or at least half of them, you're gonna 100% build for other areas of the game. So let's look at the team exactly I'm talking about. First one is going to be a Colon, right? The reason why Colon is in the team is because obviously he's one of the ones that's built. You can see over here, you can choose the auras that you have over here, so you can either go with Arthur, you can go with a Colon, whoever you choose, whoever you think is going to be better. I just chose a Colon so we can do more damage, but the reason why Colon is somebody that you would use is because he's really amazing for that healing recovery disruption. And obviously you have him built for Aldri, right? That's the main spot where you're going to use him, so that's what I already have him built for. Second one that's in the team is the Jared, which obviously he's the king of Gorgos, right? So he's just in the team because you would, you should already have him built for Gorgos, and then obviously you're gonna have him built and used in this team just by using his A2, so he keeps putting that crit rate up and keeps boosting that our attack gauge. Now the third one, which you should be building because she's gonna be amazing, not only in here as a healer, but also in other areas of the game, that's going to be Clementine. Now, if you do not have Clementine, you can do the same thing that I did previously. You see that I had Luke built, right? Luke's another one that can bring some healing, so you just bring Luke instead if you don't have Clementine, and just have him spam the third skill, so he's your healer. You pretty much need at least one healer for all of these dungeons in order to try and keep yourself alive. So, I'm not using Luke because, again, I have Clementine. Now, Clementine would be somebody that you would build for areas where you can do recovery, not recovery, attack gauge disruption, such as like the Tarask, right? She's amazing for that one because not only does she bring healing, she brings some damage, which she can smack really hard with one of her passives. But then at the same time, like I said, she brings the attack gauge decrease on her skills, especially in the fire one, which is going to be awesome for Tarask, and of course any other areas of the game. And then the last one, which I actually had built, is going to be Arthur, which everybody gets. You might have him built to like 40, 50 early on, but I decided to build him at 60 as one of my damage dealers because, you know what, I had the Flame and I had the Storm Relic for him, so I said, you know what, let's go ahead and build this team. Now, let me just run these teams to show you how this one works. It's pretty much full auto. They do whatever, they do whatever they want. It works pretty well. And I guess, again, not only the fact that you're going to use characters, you're going to use heroes for this fight that are going to be useful for other areas of the game, but there's no legendary, right? It's basically 3 rares and an uncommon that you use for a team that gets stage 7 again of the Bull's dungeon pretty easily on farm. And then you know what, you can start pushing, you can start farming this. If you want later, you can obviously try to just push it further, try to get to 8 to 9, but for now, as a basis, it's pretty obtainable as long as you have some decent builds. You have them at least to 5-star level 50, if not 6 stars. Maybe, specifically for the ones that are going to be used in other areas like a Colon, like Clementine, like the Jared. Maybe Arthur could work at 50, just, as long as you have a little bit of a stronger build, maybe for a Colon, so you do some damage. Because right now, obviously, you see, the Jared just keeps doing his A2, Clementine just keeps doing her A2, and then a Colon and Arthur, they do whatever, they're kind of like the main damage dealers. Let me quickly show you the skill orders that I have. You see Clementine only does the second skill, the Jared only does the second skill, and then Arthur and a Colon, they can do whatever. Obviously, if this doesn't work perfectly for you, you can always try to play around with skill orders, maybe make them prioritize more of the damage skills or whatever, see what works for you, and that's what you're gonna use, right? But again, this team works pretty well. It's pretty easy. It doesn't look like there's any way this is gonna fail. Obviously, you know, every single one this team is at 60, but again, I do want to emphasize, you don't necessarily need them to all be at 60 in order to make this to be easy. Like maybe even Clementine could work at 50 for starters, as long as you know you have enough damage and survivability so you don't just get easily killed. But yeah, I guess we're gonna come back once this fight is over. You see it goes easy, and I'm gonna show you the builds that I have on everybody. So see you in a bit. So I guess we're coming back to the end. You can see that there's like no worry at all of this failing. Obviously, again, I have everybody 6 stars, so it makes it easier. But because it's so easy like this, imagine that you should be able to do it even with a little bit lower levels. If you look at the battle stats, you're gonna see a Colon did the highest damage. Again, he's built for Audrey for the Frozen Plains. Arthur second, and then some damage from everybody else. Now, let's have a look at their builds, right? Because these ones matter usually what you have chivalry, what you have gear, and all of that. So let's start with a Colon. A Colon is level 60, 3-star awakened. I do have a couple of skills in his passive, but you don't really care about that. You don't necessarily need it for this fight, but you know, it helps. Then when it comes to equipment, you see I even have like a piece of 3-star. Actually 2 pieces of 3-star, 4 pieces of 4-star. So it's not like, you know, I have all 5-star gear and it's really hard to do this. If you look at his stats, he's like 12,000 HP, decent attack speed, and most effect accuracy, because again, I specifically use him for his second skill for Audrey to put that healing disruption. When it comes to Relic, he has the Storm one. You can see it's only 4-star level 30, nothing too crazy, and no skill ups in this one. So, you know, it's pretty straightforward. Then when it comes to Chivalry, I do have in Chivalry 1 because I got some copies. Again, you don't really need it. It's not mandatory. Second one in the team is going to be the Jared. He's like, you know, the MVP of Gorgos again. I have a couple of skill ups over here. I'm quite sure I could maybe, if I farm more of these, I can max his skill ups. The one that you would really like to have leveled up to the max is this one, right? The third one, because he does a massive attack gauge boost, right? If you have it fully skilled up, it's 60% of the attack gauge boost for everybody, and this can be huge. Then he's obviously level 60, 4-star awakened, Chivalry. I guess I haven't. Oh yeah, I can get another one. I had them Chivalry 4, now Chivalry 5. You're gonna get copies. This one just gives him extra stats. You're gonna keep doing it as much as you can. Then when it comes to his equipment, he's again running Vigor and Life, 4-star, 5-star. So I do have him like a little bit stronger build, because again, he's the priority for my Gorgos team, so I need him to survive. When looking at his stats, good HP, good attack speed, and that's all you care about. You want him to have some attack speed, survivability, and that's it. You don't really care about his effect accuracy, as you only use him, like I showed, for his second skill, which does the following, right? It's the Storm one. It pretty much removes 1 dot, grants all ally crit rate increase for 1 turn, and then inflicts 1 poison on self. So, you know, I do have 1 skill up, but doesn't really matter, right? He just spams this, and then combined with his passive that boosts attack gauge, he's just perfect. And the relic, like I said, that I use, Storm 1, 5-star level 40, 2-star awaken. So this one's not 6-star. Then next one in the team is Arthur. He's running his Storm relic, 4-star level 30, no skill ups in the relic. We're talking about Chivalry. He has Chivalry 2. I guess I can do Chivalry 3 now as well, because you know, I just keep seeing that I get more copies. And then if we're looking at him, he's not level 60, he's level 57, 3-star awaken, nothing in his passives yet. Equipment, I just put my leftover drain and critical set. You can see 3-star, 3-star gear, and then 4-star, so it's not the best. I don't even have the gear maxed out for everything. I still have levels that I can do. These are his total stats, a bit of crit rate, a bit of attack. You know, he's pretty low. It's just whatever leftover gear I had on him, that's what I put on, and that's what I'm using him in. And then the last one, Clementine, she's 6-star level 55, 4-star awakened, some skill ups in her passives. She is not even Chivalry 1, she's base Chivalry. Then equipment, again, she's running Vigor and Defense. Pretty much the leftover stuff is I didn't have the perfect things. 2 pieces of 5-star, the rest are 4-star. These are her total stats, decent attack speed, good HP. Obviously, this one can go higher when you level up to 60, when you level up the relic and all that, but for now, this works. All I care about in this fight is that she's a healer. If you care about more about the attack gauge decrease, you're gonna obviously try to boost her effect accuracy a little bit higher. And then relics that I'm using is, I was lucky enough to get her Frost one, which again is kind of the one that I'm using for stuff like Iskalhide, right? She's my designated healer in that dungeon, the Nest of Iskalhide. But the relic is 5-star level 40, no skill ups in this one, and yeah, this is pretty much it. The team, it's again, maybe it's a little bit overbuilt, but at least you have an idea of what I have. and you saw how easy it was. So if you have a little bit lower stats, you should still be able to farm stage 7. But anyway, we're gonna leave it at this, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you do enjoy my content in general, there's a link in the description, pinned comment, that you can support me with. And if you do that, you're gonna get free monthly stuff, right? I can give away coupons. I had the video that I made on it. You can go check out the video yesterday. It's gonna be over here at the top as well. I'm gonna add it in case you want to see how you can get some more stamina gold and whatever are the rewards I can get to give you guys back. But yeah, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel to see when I upload next, and I'm gonna see you on the next one. Peace, love, take care, everyone. Bye, guys.
Fight with honor. Vanquish the wicked, and you may prove worthy of your legacy.